What if one day your life flipped upside down and everything you knew vanished? Imagine waking up to find that the world you once knew, filled with comfort and security, had completely disappeared. Picture this, a life filled with luxury, fancy cars and lavish vacations. A life where every desire is just a swipe of a card away, where the world is your playground. Now, imagine it all slipping through your fingers in the blink of an eye. One moment, you're on top of the world, and the next, you're watching everything you once held dear fade away. That's exactly what happened to me. One day, I was living in a mansion, and the next, I was struggling to pay rent in a modest apartment. I went from owning a mansion to struggling to pay rent. The shock was real. The transition was not just physical, but emotional as I grappled with the loss of my identity and status. I felt lost and powerless. The sense of helplessness was overwhelming, as if the ground beneath my feet had vanished. But here's the twist. Hitting rock bottom taught me lessons I never would have learned otherwise. It was in those dark moments that I found a glimmer of hope and a new perspective on life. I discovered what truly mattered. And it wasn't the money. It was the connections, the love, and the simple joys that I had overlooked. For the first time, I found joy in simple things like a heartfelt conversation or a walk in the park. These moments, which I once took for granted, became the highlights of my day. Like a heartfelt conversation or a walk in the park. The beauty of these simple pleasures was something I had never truly appreciated before. I started appreciating the small victories. Each small win, no matter how insignificant it seemed, became a milestone worth celebrating, and found strength in my struggles. These challenges, instead of breaking me, built a resilience I never knew I had. Friends I'd lost touch with showed up, offering support I never knew I needed. Their presence reminded me of the importance of human connection, offering support I never knew I needed. Their kindness and support were like a lifeline, pulling me out of the depths of despair. And I realized true wealth isn't in our bank accounts, but in our hearts and relationships. The love and support of those around us are priceless treasures, but in our hearts and relationships, these bonds, forged in times of hardship, are stronger than any material possession. Losing everything gave me a second chance to reinvent myself. It was an opportunity to start anew, to rebuild my life with a stronger